nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. And first, of course, since the move back to Los Angeles. And coincidentally, trying to be the second consecutive LA team to win a title.
And they are certainly hoping that this game works out better than their first Super Bowl appearance. A 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's just absolutely astonishing that they'd be back a second time in 3 years. Tom Brady at it again, 3 seasons in Tampa, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and I think we can officially say the decision to unretire, probably a pretty good one.
Brandon, he must have really been invigorated by those 40 days he was retired. I think you and I need to try that as well. Amazing how one guy can completely change the culture and path of an entire franchise. But let's be clear, this has been a team effort to get them back here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it. Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-3 the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Take it in at the 22. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Fournette, a first down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. On play action, now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this throw will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on fourth down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach
turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let him put some points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Bernard. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carry for Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Bernard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Herbert now. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Herbert, third and goal. That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Chargers. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Got 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, here's Bernard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
47 yards.
And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Brady. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Godwin. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
To throw is Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin
From 4 yards out.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment
comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me